Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Go on, 15.
Right to the air is Mahomes. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You look at this Packers defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
The 40-yard line.
Fight on these two. Easy.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hey, 40. Yellow.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Down inside the 10.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yellow, attack! Yellow, go. Hey, 57 colors. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Ready, set.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
They'll get this complete to Matthew Golden.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Love.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Claws red. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, he's got Golden.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
22 yards. That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Ready,
1st
ready.
and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. Well, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 28.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
50 series.
Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Matthew Golden.
A 16-yard touchdown.
Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Chiefs.
Pollard will take it up the gut. Has some space here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. These two teams all tied after one.
Kansas City.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Pollard going to try the right side. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, spaces are a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
50, green.
Following the interception, Love. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Counter play with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Packers at 2-8 now in the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the
pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Love. And he's got his big tight end here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Black, 43 rail. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now again here to Pollard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail,
A little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Blue striker. Yellow, zoom. Hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
52 Blue. Ready.
Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Brings up 2nd down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On the set.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Red, 38. Red, cycle. Black shot.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all to return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker on for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Ready, set. Set. Yellow, 22. Set.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
From the 38 now. Here's second down and 7.
Down.
Love now. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shot. 17. Here we go. Set.
Throwing. Love. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. White. Hut.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's got this down to the 35.
Faster.
13 yards on the play.
10.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10.
On play action. Love to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Blue. Hut.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And this one's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
33. Yellow.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's got this down to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mahomes going to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Set, ready.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Red, 38. Ready.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 32.
Now Love. That is caught. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready?
Throwing again on second down.
Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Green Jack. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They go option right on second and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Jordan Love
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Chiefs.
Running right, it's Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Chiefs, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Atlantic's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street.